What's up guys, it's Deep over here and today we will see how to give this awesome diamond effect to any shape of your choice in Photoshop. Now if you guys also have any tutorial requests then you can drop them in the comments below. We will surely try to create videos on those as well. Also if you want to keep learning how to create such cool things in Photoshop for free, then make sure you smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So without wasting any more time of yours, let's get started. So let's first start by creating a new document. So for that go to File and then select the option as New. And then you can set the width and height accordingly, or else you can set it as follows. Width as around 3840 pixels, height as around 2160 pixels, and then set the resolution as around 300 pixels per inch, and then click on Create. Now the next thing we need to do is fill the document with that of a nice background. So for that again go to File and then select the option as Place Embedded. Now over there you need to select any black texture image of your choice. Download link for the image I'm choosing is in the description below, and then click on the option as Place. And then we need to scale up this image in order to make it fit into the document. So let me just do that. So once your image covers the whole document, after that you need to click on the stick icon in order to place it. So now as you can see, now our background is ready. But as you can see at the moment, it is looking way too bright and we need to reduce its brightness. So for that click on Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer icon and then select the option as Exposure. After that we need to set the value of the exposure as -3. So let me just do that. And then you can keep the rest of the values as default. Now let me just show you the before and after of this exposure. So this was the before and now this is the after. So now as you can see, now our background is looking way much better. Now the next thing we need to do is fill the document with that of our custom shape. So for that select the custom shape tool. And then we need to click on the drop down over here and then select the option as shape, and then we need to click on the fill icon and then set the color as white, and then let me just minimize it, and then click on the stroke icon and then set the stroke as no stroke, and then let me just minimize it. Now the next thing we need to do is select our custom shape. So for that go over here and then click on the drop down and then select any custom shape of your choice. Download link for the shape I'm choosing is in the description below. So once you have selected your shape, after that using the custom shape tool, you need to click on the document and then type the width of the shape to around 1500 pixels and then type the height to around 1500 pixels as well. And then you can click on OK. So now as you can see, now our shape has been created for us. Now the next thing we need to do is place this shape at the center of the document. So for that press Ctrl or Command on Mac and then click on the background layer, which will give you the selection of the background layer as well as keep the selection of the shape layer active. After that we need to select Move tool and then click on Align Horizontal Centers and then click on Align Vertical Centers. So now as you can see, now our shape has been placed at the center of the document. Now the next thing we need to do is make the shape layer active by clicking on it. And then we need to convert this shape layer into a smart object so that later on we can edit it non-destructively. So for that right click on the shape layer and then select the option as Convert to Smart Object. So once your shape layer has been converted into a smart object, the icon of your shape layer will look something like this. Now the next thing we need to do is create a diamond pattern for our diamond effect. So for that again go to File and then select the option as Open. Now in the pop-up you need to select any diamond image of your choice. Download link for the diamond image I am choosing is in the description below, and then select the option as Open. So once you have opened your diamond image, now the next thing we need to do is remove the black color from the image and make it transparent over there. So for that go to Select and then select the option as Color Range. Now in the pop-up you need to click on the Select drop down and then select the option as Shadows. And then you need to keep the values of the fuzziness and range as default. After that you need to make sure that you click on this invert checkbox and then you need to click on OK. So now as you can see, now once you have clicked on OK, you have the selection of all the diamonds in the image, leaving out just the black portion in the image. Now after that you need to click on add layer mask icon, which will only keep the image which is inside of the selection, that is diamonds, and hide the rest of the image which is black portion of the image. So let me just do that. So as you can see, once you have clicked on add layer mask icon, only the diamonds in the image are now visible and the black portion of the image has now become transparent. Now the next thing we need to do is save this image as a pattern. So for that we need to make the diamond layer active by clicking on it. So as you can see, as you click on the diamond layer icon, that square box shifts from the mask to the diamond layer. Now after that we need to go to the edit and then select the option as define pattern. After that you can give any name of your choice and then you can click on OK. So once you have clicked on OK, that means your pattern has now been defined. After that you can close this document and then go to your previous document, which was this. Now over here we need to fill the shape layer with that of the diamond pattern we have just created. So for that you need to set the fill of this layer to 0%. So by setting the fill of this layer to 0%, your shape becomes invisible, but it is still present over there. Now after that you need to click on add layer style icon and then select the option as pattern overlay. Now in the pop-up you need to set the blend mode as normal, opacity as 100%, and then click on the drop down of the pattern and then select the pattern which we just created. After that you need to set the scale of this pattern to around 60%. Now let me just show you the before and after of this pattern overlay. So this was the before and now this is the after. So now as you can see, now we have filled the shape with that of the diamond pattern we just created. Now the next thing we need to do is add some gold plated border around our shape. So for that select the option as stroke and then we need to set the size of the stroke to around 35 pixels, position as outside, blend mode as normal, opacity as 100%, set the fill type as gradient, click on the gradient icon. Now over here we will be creating a custom gradient. So for that select the gradient as black and white and then you need to double click on the leftmost bottom color stop, which will give you an option in order to set the color, and then set the color as follows: F7 EE AD, and then you can click on OK and then double click on the rightmost bottom color stop and then set the color as follows: C1 AC51, and then you can click on OK. After that you can click on OK and then make sure you uncheck this reverse checkbox and then set the style as reflected, angle as 90 degree, and then set the scale as 100%. Now let me just show you the before and after of this stroke. So this was the before and now this is the after. Now the next thing we need to do is create one more stroke layer style. So for that you need to click on the plus icons besides the stroke layer style. So as you can see, as you click on that plus icon, it creates one more stroke layer style. Now over here you need to set the size of this stroke to around 28 pixels, position as outside, blend mode as normal, opacity as 100%, fill type as gradient, and then click on the gradient icon. Now over here as well we will be creating a custom gradient. So for that select the gradient as black and white and then double click on the leftmost bottom color stop and then set the color as follows: 291103, and then click on OK. After that we need to add one more color stop. So for that go at the bottom and one hand tool will appear over there. So you need to click on it in order to add a color stop and then set the location of that color stop to around 50% and then click on the color icon and then set the color as follows: BF7E03, and then click on OK. After that double click on the rightmost bottom color stop and then set the color as follows: F8E6C7, and then click on OK. After that you can click on OK. Now over here you need to click on this reverse checkbox and then set the style as reflected, angle as 90 degree, and scale as around 120%. Now let me just show you the before and after of this second stroke option. So this was the before and now this is the after. Now the next thing we need to do is add one more stroke layer style. So for that make the first stroke layer style active by clicking on it and then we need to click on the plus icons besides it And then we need to drag this third stroke layer style above our second stroke layer style. So for that, all you need to do is click on this up arrow icon over here. So as you can see, as you click on that up arrow icon, it brings the third stroke layer style above our second stroke layer style. Now over here, you just need to set the size of the stroke to around 8 pixels. And then you can keep the rest of the settings as it is. Now let me just show you the before and after of this third stroke layer style. So for that, let me just zoom in a little bit into the image. So this was the before, and now this is the after. Now let me just make this image fit into the document. So now as you can see, now our border is ready. But in order to give this thing a gold plated kind of effect, you need to select the option as bevel and emboss. And then you need to set the style as stroke emboss, technique as chisel hard, depth to around 520%, direction as up, size to around 35 pixels, soften as 0 pixel. Make sure you tick this use global light option, and then set the angle as 90 degree, altitude to around 30 degree. Click on the drop down of the Gauss contour, and then select the option as ring double. Make sure you check this anti-aliased option, and then set the blend mode of the highlight mode as screen. Click on the color icon, and then set the color as follows: F8, E6, E7, and then you can click on OK. Set the opacity of the highlight mode to around 75%, and then set the blend mode of the shadow mode to around multiply. Click on the color icon, and then set the color as follows: BF7E03, and then set the opacity of the shadow mode to around 75% as well. Now let me just show you the before and after of this bevel and emboss. So this was the before, and now this is the after. So now as you can see, now it is looking like a gold plated metal. Now the next thing we need to do is add some drop shadow from the shape onto the background. So for that, go at the bottom and then select the option as drop shadow. Now over here you need to set the blend mode as multiply. Click on the color icon and then set the color as black. Opacity to around 75%. Make sure you uncheck this use global light option, and then set the angle as around 90 degree, distance as 85 pixels, spread as 20%, and then set the size to around 100 pixels. And then you can keep the rest of the settings as default. Now let me just show you the before and after of this drop shadow. So for that, let me just zoom in a little bit into the image. So this was the before. Now this is the after. So as you can see, it adds a nice shadow over here. After that, you can click on OK. Now let me just make this image fit into the document. So now as you can see, now we have given the diamond effect to this shape. Now the next thing we need to do is add some sparkles from this diamond. So for that, click on create new layer icon. And then you need to select brush tool. And then click on the toggle brush panel icon. And then in the pop-up you need to select the options as brushes. And then you need to select any sparkle brush of your choice. Download link for the sparkle brushes I am choosing is in the description below. And then again go to the brush settings option. And then you need to set the flow and the opacity of the brush to 100%. And then click on the foreground color. And then set the color as white. And then you can increase and decrease the size of the brush using the square bracket keys of your keyboard. So once the size of the brush looks proper, after that you need to click on the document in order to add a sparkle. So as you can see, once you click on the document, it adds a nice sparkle over there. Now after that, you can select any other random sparkle brush. And then you can again increase and decrease the size of the brush using the square bracket keys of your keyboard. Also, if you want to rotate the brush, then you can rotate it from this dial over here. So as you can see, as you change the angle of the dial, it changes the angle of the brush as well. Now let me just create another sparkle. So like this way, you need to fill some spots of the diamond area with that of the different sparkles. So for that, you need to keep on changing different sparkle. Also, you need to keep on changing the size of the brush and the angle of the brush as well in order to make it look more realistic. Now let me just fill the diamond area with that of some sparkles. So once you have filled the random spots with that of the sparkles, and if it is looking proper, then you can close this brush panel over here. So now let me just show you the before and after of the sparkle layer. So this was the before and now this is the after. So now as you can see, by adding these sparkles, it gives a nice touch up to this image. So yeah, that's it guys. That's the final image. I hope you guys liked this video on how to give this diamond effect to any shape of your choice in Photoshop. Now if you guys like this video, then give us a thumbs up. It helps us in deciding what kinds of topic you want to watch more. Also, you can share it to the ones who might be interested in such videos. And subscribe to the channel for more videos in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.